Happy Thursday. This is Dow Welsh welcoming you to Make Your Own Headlines, sponsored by the office of Dr. Leo Marvin and the letter Y. Okay, so how do you feel about yard work in the fall? I knew a guy that had a job bagging leaves. Man, he was really raking it in. Maybe you're like me and you don't like raking leaves or pine straw or even raking the sand in those little Zen gardens at the hibachi restaurant. If so, then I may have some good news for you. Ryan Miller of USA Today reported this week that researchers from the National Wildlife Association, the University of Tennessee, and the University of Minnesota say that when it comes to leaves in your yard, you should just leave them alone. Leaves do good things like keep moisture in the soil and suppress weeds and return essential nutrients to plants. And raking up your leaves might kill a bunch of butterflies. Seems that during the winter months, cocoons are in the leaves, so when you rake them up, you might wipe out a whole village of future butterflies. Which reminds me, when butterflies fall in love, what do they feel in their stomachs? Look, I don't understand all the compostable science behind what you should or shouldn't do with leaves in your yard, and I'm sure there are times when you need to rake some of them up or mulch some with your mower. But I super love that there is an option that doesn't require always raking them up. Psalm 1 in the Old Testament talks about raking in happiness. How do you do that? Well, this is what the psalmist said. How blessed and happy and fortunate and prosperous to be envied is the man, woman, boy, or girl that delights in and desires and meditates on and marinates in the truth of God and His teachings. And then he goes on to say this, the person that lives like that will be like a tree firmly planted by streams of water, and the leaf of that tree will never fade. In other words, blessed and happy and fortunate is the person that reads and meditates on and marinates in the truth about God. Why? Because that person realizes that the blessings and mercies of God are brand new every morning and every moment. The Apostle Paul said that if today we face any kind of trouble or tribulation or distress or discouragement or pressure or persecution, that it is eternally and practically impossible for a believer to be separated from the love of Christ. And if we can't be separated from the love of Christ, that means the leaf of the hope of our salvation can never fade and never wither and never fall off and never be mulched with a mower. You see, the love of Christ is perfect and powerful 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Just that one truth from God's Word can help you rake in a ton of happiness today. Why? Because it reminds you that God's love for you through Jesus will never fail. That is better than butterflies in your stomach. Make that one of your headlines today.